Hi guys, welcome back to What If I Was Reincarnated as Vegeta. Hope you're all enjoying the series. I know I am. With all that being said, let's get to it. Cut to future Trunks. As Trunks comes out of the time machine, looking panicked and worried. But when he sees Goku, he doesn't flip out. But when he sees me, he jumps and pulls out his sword. But then he takes a deep breath. Alright, you're not him. I look at him and say, what's going on? I start to think it should be Goku Black, right? But why is he looking at me and not Goku? And Trunks explains that Nappa and Raditz came back and it was under Vegeta. Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz tore up the planet. And Trunks fought them, but he had this insane potential. And even without Super Saiyan, he was able to match him. I was shocked. Nappa and Raditz, did Zamasu take Vegeta's body and become friends with them? No, that's impossible. This can't be Zamasu, I thought. I must have messed up the timeline so much that Nappa and Raditz are the main trouble. And Vegeta, but wasn't I reincarnated in that universe too? I was so confused on what happened. But I couldn't question it too much. Because Beerus was mad about the time travel thing and we had to deal with that. But once we dealt with that, I waited for a portal to open for Vegeta Black or where the hell was going on to come through. Just like in the show, but it didn't happen. No portal open. I just stared there, blankly into nothingness. Trunks said, "Dad, what are you doing?" I looked at him and said, "It's nothing. Just, we'll get ready to fight these bastards. Let's get ready." In my mind, I started to think, if it is Zamasu, it can't be because he didn't come through, but just in case, we might need extra muscle, especially with Nappa and Raditz. Maybe there's 3 Zamasus and they all took their bodies. I think we might need to awaken Beast Gohan if things don't go out right. So me, Goku, and Piccolo all went into the time machine, and as we went out with Trunks, suddenly we saw them, Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz. As they all landed down, I said, "What the hell's going on?" And Vegeta looked at me and said, "So you're the one, huh, that took my body?" I was shocked that he knew as I walked back and said, What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me." Began to yell, "What the hell happened?" As future Nappa would explain. You see, we knew you were acting different. And since we saved Namek, we kind of had an idea where New Namek was. We didn't really know the general vicinity, though. But we had an idea. And when the androids nearly killed us, we escaped and went over there. And we used the Dragon Balls to ask what happened, and Purunga told us the truth. He told us that someone was reincarnated in your body. You took Vegeta's body. You're not the real Vegeta. Goku and Piccolo both looked shocked and said, "Is this true?" I nodded and said, "Yes. I am not the real Vegeta. I took his body." Goku was speechless. So was Piccolo. Goku says, "I guess that explains it. You were supposed to be pure evil, but you weren't. You just got stuck in some bad guy's body." I nodded and said, "Yeah, I did." Nappa and Raditz says we were shocked too, and we noticed that it all made sense. Why you suddenly were all friendly, why you suddenly wanted to train, why you were so nervous around us, even though you were so much stronger than us. You didn't want to have your cover be blown. After that, we decided to wish for Vegeta to come back to life, and then for his personality to come back, and for him to come back to Namek. After that, we trained and pushed each other, but no matter what we did, we couldn't become strong enough. So then, we wished for God Ki, remembering Beerus and the key he had. Now, with God Ki, we'll kill Trunks. But then I said, "Why are you doing this?" "Because you lied to us. You took away our boss." And Vegeta said, "You took away my body. You took away my pride. You're nothing but a copycat. Let me show you what the original has." As he turned blue and I turned blue too, and we charged, punching each other square in the face. As Piccolo turned orange, Nappa looked at him and said, Oh, I have a special thing for you, green man, or should I say orange man." Suddenly Nappa transformed to Super Saiyan 4 as Raditz turned blue normally, and he began to charge at Goku as all 3 of us fought. Vegeta began to laugh. "Look at that, Nappa even achieved Super Saiyan 4, something that's not canon." I would say, "How the hell do you know what canon is?" "I attained all your memories." He wished for my personality to come back, And when I remembered everything you remembered. You watched the show, didn't you? I was your favorite character. So sweet. But then you took my life from me. And I didn't know what to do, I'm not gonna lie. I had a choice. Maybe I can turn good just like I did in the show. But then I realized something. Everyone in the show achieved powers that you could watch. So I already know all about them. So why don't I tap into them? Use them, all of us, and push each other further. And then I realized something else. As much as I hated it, teamwork is what made them stronger. Working with others, pushing each other. And the more I did it, the more I realized that I needed others to make me stronger. I needed others to work with. And then I came up with my master plan. I'll bring you here, kill you, and get revenge. Then I'll make Trunks join, even if I had to indoctrinate him. Trunks looked up and said, I'll never join you. Vegeta ran down there and punched him in the face as he went back. Shut up, boy, you're half Saiyan. Pretty soon we'll wipe out every other life form in the universe and wish for planet Vegeta back. Then we'll repopulate them with Saiyans and make a perfect universe, a master universe. I looked at him and said, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you crazy? Vegeta looked at me and said, maybe so. But then I turned Blue Evolution smirking. Well, even so, I'm above you. But then Vegeta laughed. Remember? I remember everything. I figured you would try that. You didn't even ask Beerus to train you yet? So pathetic. But then I looked at him and said, what? Yeah, future Beerus is still alive. All I had to do was get on his good side, and then suddenly he turned Ultra Ego and walked up to me. I shook in fear. Of course, as soon as I got everything I needed from him, he took off his armor and revealed he had a God of Destruction logo on him. I killed Shin, making Beerus die, and since Beerus was dead, Whis had no choice but to make me God of Destruction. He said, laughing maniacally. As suddenly, Whis appeared and said, don't worry, I can't get involved, I'm just here to watch. Do you want anything, my lord? Vegeta says, just watch me destroy these pathetic imbeciles, he said, as future Whis just nodded. And future Vegeta charged at me and began to beat me up limb from limb. As Nappa fought Piccolo, Piccolo was winning because his orange form was far more powerful than Super Saiyan 4. Nappa laughed and said, I just wanted to test you. I didn't think you would actually push me this far, but here I go. As suddenly he turned Ultra Instinct. Then, as Goku was battling Raditz turned Beast form. They were all far more powerful than us. I was in fear as Vegeta beat me an inch of my life. This is for taking my body. This is for taking everything from me, future Vegeta yelled. Future Trunks came up and said, please stop this. Dad, I can reason with you. Please, I am your son. Do it. Stop this for me. He says, shut up, boy. You're sounding like a weak earthling, just like your mother. What did you say about mom? As future Trunks began to yell and go into his rage form, future Vegeta laughed, said, I knew you would do that if I said that. I'm proud of you, son. As future Trunks charged at future Vegeta, punched him square in the face, but it did nothing as he simply knocked him out. He smiled and said, you're gonna be a great destroyer one day, just like me. He laughed. And I said, you're insane, you know that? Future Vegeta goes, yeah, maybe I am, but at least I'll be alive. As he started to charge up an Akai, I walked back and I felt like it was over, but then I blasted the floor with everything I got, pushing up tons and tons of dust, lowering my power levels so we could all escape. Vegeta said, you think that trick will work? As he began to blast the city with everything he had. We ran away, but we got caught by many ki blasts, powerful ones, godlike ones. We were beaten up, bruised, and we crawled into the time chamber. And as we went out, we crawled outwards with broken bones and broken spirits. I would wake up hours later, healed, as I looked around, as they asked what happened. And well, I'd do anything but tell the truth. And I told them everything, every last detail. And Bulma looked at me. So you lied to me for all these years? I've been married to a liar, someone who's not even Vegeta? I looked at her and said, I'm sorry. She cried and ran away. As Nappa and Raditz both looked at me and they simply flew away without saying a word. I lost them. I looked down. I just didn't want to change the timeline. Goku put his hand on his shoulder and say, "Look, I never met the old Vegeta, but you're a good person. You helped save the world. Sure, you may have lied to us, but you had your reasons. And I still appreciate you. Now come on. We have to get strong enough to beat them. Yeah." We had to unlock forms of our own. We got the Dragon Balls and wished for Gohan to unlock his potential. And Beerus would walk up to me and said, "I'm gonna train you." What? That old Vegeta killed me. Usually I don't take reincarnation sides because, well, they're annoying. But the fact that this old Vegeta killed me means that I have personal pride at stake. True, he didn't kill me here, but I need to make sure that he knows who's boss, so I'm gonna train you. Beerus would take me to the time chamber, and Whis would begin to train Goku in another time chamber. Since there's multiple ones in the universe, we found the ones across the universe. So we did it. We pushed each other further and further, more than we ever did before, more than we've ever had or ever thought of. As I achieved Ultra Ego through Beerus' training, for him beating me up and having me heal again and again, and teaching me God of Destruction Ki. Gohan got Beast Form, and we even managed to get Broly in. As we all went into the time machine, we went back. As Piccolo was knocked out, Vegeta was holding him by the neck. I said, "Let him go." Vegeta just threw him down. I said, "Aw, you care about him? That's so sweet. That's why you're gonna lose." As he turned Ultra Ego, I went Ultra Ego also, and we both began the battle. As we all began to battle, Vegeta said, "It's over. You cannot win." But then I looked at him and started to sing, don't stop, we're in luck now. Don't stop, don't stop." Vegeta said, "What are you doing?" As I sang Dragon Ball Z Kai again and again. And as we began to battle, no matter how hard he beat me up, I still continued to sing it. Don't stop, we're in luck now." As then I hit him in the face, and I began to get stronger. What is this? He's just singing. I have something you don't. The power of music, the power of love, and the power of nostalgia. I've watched you fight for years, Vegeta, in all of those movies and all of those cartoons. And I know how to fight you. And I know your weak points. As I hit him on all of his weak points and began to keep singing. Don't stop, we're in luck now. Don't stop, we're in luck now. We can find paradise. All we gotta do is go, Freakazoid, Dragon, ho! As then I blasted a Kai at him, and he blasted a Kai too, and began to push all of our energy into this. Goku saw this, turned to Ultra Instinct, blasted a Kamehameha. Beast Gohan blasted his own Ki Blast, as Piccolo woke up and blasted into him, and Raditz and Nappa both so blast into it. We put everything we had into it, every little bit of energy, but then Vegeta began to push it more and more and more, and then the Ki Blast pushed over at us, and began to hit us. Right before it hit our faces, suddenly Broly showed up. Broly got angrier and angrier, and he blasted his Ki straight into it. Then Piccolo woke up and blasted his Ki into it. As Rage Trunks got up, barely able to stand, and used all the Ki from around and people to blast into it. We pushed each other further and further and further. As Vegeta said, "I'm not gonna lose to a copycat." And I said, "I love you, Vegeta. I'm sorry that I did this to you. I'm sorry I took away your life." I began to cry, but I promise I'll take good care of my friends for you. As suddenly the Ki Blast ended up going straight into their faces, defeating them. Nappa and Raditz died, but Vegeta was able to escape with Whis. And that is, we're going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this. I thought about, originally, I was just going to go Goku Black, but in Vegeta's body, but I was like, that's not original enough. Maybe I could do Gohan's body. That would have a lot of potential. But then I realized, why not bring back the old Vegeta? Because I really wanted this to be unique. Goku Black is such a great villain, but I've done him and a few others, so I wanted this one to be different, you know? And have consequences for my action. I feel like this whole episode was just me having consequences by fighting the old Vegeta and fighting everyone, you know, all the old people. But yeah, let me know what do you think about it. And I had to redo the ending, because the original ending, Vegeta wins, like the old Vegeta, but then he just lets me go because he was messing with me, which, it was fun, but it just didn't really make sense, at least in my mind. So that's why I kind of changed it. I don't know, should I have kept that ending? Does that sound better than this? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, peace out, love you all.